From Wicked to Greece, why Pygmalion still disturbs us. A slice of Ovid, myth, misogyny, and modern parallels. Hey everyone, Professor Bowne here. As you can see, after reading Ovid, I've been transformed. It's a beautiful day here at East Stroudsburg University. I'm on my lunch break. Sometimes I like to talk here with students who stop by for office hours here in the quad. Anyway, as you know, we're reading Pygmalion, the original myth from my mate Ovid, written around the year 8 CE. Honestly, I find the story disturbing, much like I find my fair lady disturbing, much like I find Wicked disturbing, much like I find Greece disturbing. Let me explain. Beauty, the other, and the idea of the outsider. In Wicked, we have the green witch and the good witch, and what do we grow up believing? That the ugly witch is bad and the pretty witch is good. But maybe it's the opposite. Maybe what appears ugly is actually good, and beauty is in the eye of the beholder. That same logic runs through Pygmalion. Here's a man who outright dismisses women. He claims women are under the control of Dionysus and Aphrodite. He wants nothing to do with them. So yes, Pygmalion comes across as sexist, maybe even misogynist. So what does he do? He turns away from real women and turns toward his art. And here's where it gets disturbing. He falls in love with his own creation. The sculpture as lover. As he sculpts, he begins caressing the marble. Ovid makes repeated references to ivory and purity. The imagery is deeply alluring and deeply idealized. Eventually, Pygmalion goes to the temple of Venus and prays, "Please, please, bring my statue to life. I'm in love with her." And Venus grants his wish. It's the Sleeping Beauty or Cinderella trope. A male animates a woman, not from a rib, but it's still a disturbing pattern. Art, creation, and narcissism. Now, as a writer, I used to see this story as a metaphor for artistic creation. Writers breathe life into characters. Sometimes we know literary characters better than our own family members, because writers probe their psyches in ways we never probe real people. But here's the problem. In Ovid's tale, the statue doesn't even have a name. She exists only as the object of Pygmalion's desire. She's his perfect woman. She's fashioned in his image of what he wants. This borders on narcissism. He's not in love with another person. He's in love with his own creation. That's why critics sometimes connect the myth with Frankenstein or the picture of Dorian Gray. Loving an image, or being trapped by your own creation, leads to dangerous consequences. Gender and power. Ovid's Metamorphoses often gives us stories of women stripped of agency, abused, raped, transformed against their will. And sometimes, Ovid shows sympathy for them. Take the tale where Neptune rapes a woman and then offers her any wish. Her request: "Turn me into a man so I'll never be raped again." That's horrifying, but also revealing of Ovid's awareness. So in Pygmalion, what's Ovid's angle? Does he sympathize with the nameless statue woman? Or does he endorse Pygmalion's fantasy of control? That's a debate worth having. Modern parallels. This isn't just mythology, it shows up in modern works too. My Fair Lady, from George Bernard Shaw's famous Pygmalion. A Cockney flower girl remade into a lady. But is she complicit, or is she just being used as part of a man's bet? Greece. Sandy transforms at the end, becoming what Danny wants. Is that empowerment or submission? Beauty and the Beast. Is it a romance or Stockholm Syndrome, falling in love with your captor? And what about today? Think about AI. If you design your ideal partner through technology, voice, image, personality, are you really in love with a person? Or just with your own reflection? Takeaways for students. So here's what I think, and for you all to consider. 1. Pygmalion creates a woman who cannot say no. 2. She is perfection without negotiation. 3. She is currency in the economy of male desire. 4. She is art without agency. 5. And that's why the myth still matters.